Well, it's no good, huh? Just an idea I had.
And now, back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Back on the Big Dumb Fun Show, it's time once again for sports with a guy named Chris.
We're continuing the discussion about the Olympic Games. It is the big news in sports. Not to
belittle the others.
Not to belittle any sex scandals going on in Penn State right now. But
Tiger's not doing anything this weekend.
But it is the big story right now. What's your favorite? Just going zooming out, Chris. What's your favorite Olympic game of all the Olympic Games? And you can't say bikini beach volleyball.
Table tennis.
I'm striking that from the record. Yes.
Okay. First of all, I call it ping pong arena, and secondly,
it better not be your favorite.
Did you see that ping pong? One of the persons competing had half an arm.
Did you lose it in a ping pong accident?
Was he able to wear a blade?
I think it was a she.
Oh, okay, no, I didn't see it.
She was playing with her left hand, and then she had only an elbow.
I think that's too much of an advantage. I don't think we should let that.
How is that an advantage?
No, I mean, I like the track. To be honest with you, I mean, obviously, I'm enjoying the basketball.
You like, of all the different athletes, of what everybody has to offer, and there's some weird stuff. There's some like archery is an Olympic event. There's the riding with a rifle, going from one place to another, right? So that's an Olympic event.
Yeah,
of course you have the swimming, which is the big story.
Olympics are kind of old, so some of these sports aren't really what you would call modern.
How about shopping?
That's not a sport.
So you want to know why I like track out of all those?
I'm wondering why you would choose track, of which one you can see any other time of year.
I know.
And two, it's people running.
I know, but you know what? You get immediate satisfaction. Okay, you have this competition. It's like 11 seconds long. All right, and then I get to move on to the next one in like a minute after that, and then the next one. It's just like victory, 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 victory. You know, it's fun.
They get it over with fast.
Yeah,
so you're not watching the marathon.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to watch the 1,000-meter swim or something like that. You know, I mean, that's not.
You don't
fun
think
to
that's
me.
Titillating?
That's like NASCAR.
Yeah,
they
exactly.
have to go over 100 rounds over and
I mean, if I watch NASCAR, I want to see them
over
end it in like 3 laps and just bang it out.
Or the crashes.
And not to confuse that with titillating.
Or the or the crashes.
No, I do like track a lot, but I think the big story of the games really has just been the
sun volleyball.
The mix of technology and the athletes in the village and then our Hope Solo, our goalie.
Mm-hmm.
All the stuff she's come out and said, oh my goodness.
Yeah, about the orgies happening.
Oh my gosh,
like
people just having sex in between the buildings.
Yeah.
And
What?
Yeah,
she's hot.
Hope Solo.
Turns out there's a whole other round of Olympics going on.
Yeah, apparently,
Wait
like
a minute.
there's hotels. There's hotels that they just keep the Olympiads, right? And of course, she said that in these hotels, just people getting it on like crazy, just
everywhere,
going at each
and
other.
it sounds like she was kind of even involved in
She
that.
must have been there.
Well, she's not going to say, all this stuff's going on. I'm not a part of it at all.
Yeah.
But, oh, man, let me tell you some stories. And at the hotel, is like they're providing just buckets of condoms and all this other stuff. And
I don't know what you're talking
what's all
about.
this other stuff? I mean, they're Olympians.
I mean, it takes freestyle and doggy style to a whole new level.
I mean, if you can run 100 yards in like 5 seconds, how long are you going to last?
We shall
Yeah,
see.
but if you're the marathoner.
Yeah, well, and so she's kind of spouting out. This is something that everyone maybe assumed, but maybe they didn't.
I had no idea.
You don't assume that you get a bunch of young,
I think they want to save their
athletic,
energy.
Flexible. No. You got the energy to show it off.
I mean,
You
come
gotta,
on,
you
that'd
gotta
be
work
some
out.
good porn, right?
So you got all these people in one place. You got to know that there's some getting it on going
Yeah,
on, right?
I mean,
So what do they say? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm from the U.S. I'm from Russia. And then they get it on.
No, the U.S. never gets it on with the Russians. You got to go with someone odd, right?
Well, I don't
like the
know.
Indians.
That's a first.
So, because they're just going through the book. They're working towards 972. Page 972 is what they're going for.
I thought you said 973.
Well, we'll look at it later.
That's the page before. You don't want to,
Yeah, you don't want to get
that one's dog-eared.
You don't want to finish too early.
The pages are stuck together.
You don't want to rush yourself.
You guys are really
so
weird.
one of the odd parts about the Olympics is that Hope Solo's coming out and saying this.
This is only this time it's ever been going on.
Nobody's really heard for the Olympic athletes until after they win the gold.
Right.
Like, nobody really cares who these people are, but now people are starting to learn who they are, following on Twitter, just seeing what they have to say.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're a little surprised.
Yeah. And I mean, then not only is she like giving up the goods as far as, no pun intended, as far as what's going on in the Olympic Village, but then we've also got like this Twittergate thing that she's a big part of. I don't know. Remember Brandy Chastain from the Olympics?
Sports bra.
Exactly. You know, from the World Cup years ago. So she's the announcer for the Olympics. The chick who went and did the sliding thing in her bra. Remember?
Oh my God, I can't imagine a worse announcer.
Well, that's what Hope Solo said. She goes, you know what? You don't know anything about defense. The game's changed in the last 10 years, and please keep your opinions to yourself. And she's tweeting this stuff and tweeting. But you know what? That was actually some of the more respectful tweets that went out there over the week so far, 4 or 5 days that we've been going on.
But look how young these people are. I mean, these young people, all they do is train,
text, tweet, train.
They have no life.
titillate.
And then you put them in the Olympics, you put them in London, and they're only competing when they compete or they're practicing, and then they're surrounded by just an array of a social life.
So instead of gym tan laundry, it's more like train text.
Yeah.
Right? So what are some of these
Train,
texts?
text, Twitter.
One of those trains is not lifting weights.
What is the text?
Okay, well, so we've got the Hope Solo thing attacking Brandy Chastain, right?
Yes.
Then we've got this chick, Michelle Morganella she's the Swiss soccer player. Well, they lost to the South Koreans. So she comes out, and by the way, no offense intended to anyone, but I'm just repeating. And she says on Twitter, South Koreans are mentally handicapped retards.
Which is, as far as we know, not an accurate statement.
I don't think that's true. I mean, they might be from Mongolia, but they're not Mongoloids.
They might be all those things or not, but they still beat them.
Yeah, they still kicked your butt. So they throw her up. So
course she
she's
said
thrown
something
off the team, right?
How
Wait,
old
so
is she?
She was
18?
beat by these, quote, retards?
Right.
No, but tell me,
2 to
how
1.
old is she? Like 18, 20?
So,
Well, all I'm saying is these kids or whatever in
Yeah,
the
do you know
Olympics.
how old she was?
I don't. I know. I mean, obviously, she's a young chick. You know,
All I'm
less than
saying
20.
is they're all so young that they don't have any kind of sense
Filter?
or filter.
nobody
or
gave him like a lesson.
They're just
saying,
young adults that don't really know the difference between. They're just venting. Like my brother just always is. Anytime you tell him something and you give him some kind of constructive criticism, he always fights back with an argument. So these kids don't know anything. They don't know when to keep their mouth shut or what's right and wrong. They're just voicing their opinion.
Well, I mean, it's just like when I correct, you know, like my friend, like Rick Pena's kids. I'll see them post stuff on Facebook that's horrible about Muslims or
yeah,
whatever.
but they're not in the Olympics.
No, exactly. I mean, and believe me,
As far as we know.
yeah. I mean, and this Swiss soccer player, she's not the worst of it. Okay, the worst of it, in my mind, was the Greek triple jumper. I can't say her name, but it's Vula Papakrisou. I probably just ruined that, but
That's okay.
she comes in. I mean, you know, they don't have any black people really in Greece, not a whole heck of a lot. So she walks in, she tweets as soon as she sees the village. With so many Africans in Greece, the West Nile mosquitoes will be getting home cooking.
Oh my God.
I mean,
That is ridiculously racist.
oh my gosh, who the hell says that?
I don't know.
Maybe if it was Lisa Lampanelli,
Yeah, well,
You could
but
say,
you
"Oh,
know,
that's hilarious."
But she loves them. She'd probably sleep with half
But this
of
is
them.
a
Yeah.
competition.
But nobody would be following her on Twitter if it wasn't for the fact that she was in the Olympics.
I'll tell you one thing.
Has any repercussions happened due to these tweets?
Well, other than both of those people are kicked out of the Olympics.
These
but-
are not-
Kicked out.
Yep.
They're not right statements, but you also have to realize it's a competition. Anybody will say anything in the heat of the moment, and I mean, you got
In the
these
tweet of the
countries-
moment.
You got these countries competing towards each other, and
You missed your
rude.
calling, Rena. You know, you really should have been a defense attorney. Because I see most of the time, no matter what's said, I think that you come to the defense of
She is.
of
I
the
do.
idiots.
It's never
Yeah.
anything of substantial. But
Racist.
they're just young and they're just kids. Let them be kids.
They've got a smartphone. They just
I-
happen to tweet things they didn't think about.
I don't think it's right
They
what
just
she
don't
tweeted.
know.
I don't think these tweets are right.
I
don't
think
get
you
me
know what?
wrong, but
They tweet those things. They get in trouble. Boom! They're out of the Olympics, and everybody else wisens up just that much better.
Yeah, 4 years wasted.
That's what
Gone.
I said. 4 years,
140
not
characters.
just 4 years. Your entire life, you've
Yeah.
been training for this, and 140 characters on a stupid text is going to release that. Why there's no PR training?
Yeah, ahead of time.
They're going to training.
It's like
how many,
NFL
how
rookie
many
camp.
hours a day? Exactly.
You know,
they need to
before
go
they
through
even
the
get-
playbook, and
Yeah.
they say, here's what you do. Don't talk to anybody.
yeah,
without
don't say
talking to me.
stupid crap.
well, that's just like
Just leave your
you need to
phone at
watch
home.
what you say. I mean,
know,
I get what they need
Give
to
your
watch
phone
what
to
they
Rena and
say.
let her tweet out the stupid crap.
Hey guys, it's Chick-fil-A. You know they have chicken.
All I'm
and you
saying
should just-
is I feel bad for them because they're just stupid kids, and stupid kids. We've all done stupid stuff at that age, and then they get kicked out of the Olympics.
They're
and they've been
racist.
working for
a
4
very
years.
eye-opening sports with a guy named Chris. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much,
guys.
sir. We'll see you next week.